It's Ketchup Packets.
Hey everybody, I'm Nate.
I'm Sean.
And this is Ketchup Packets. Today we are watching Season 2, Episode 2 of Andor, called Sagrona Teema?
I feel like you always get the episode names that are not real words.
Yeah.
It's funny how that works out. Yeah, Sagrona Teema, yeah.
Sagrona Teema.
It's either like a place or a person, or maybe like a battle cry, or...
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Yeah, exactly. It's syllables.
Yeah.
Yep.
Star Wars
syllables,
word,
yeah.
Well, last
Yes.
time on Andor, we began a new season 1 year later from the first season.
That's right. Cassian stole a ship.
And then tried to rendezvous with Porco, and
Was dead.
Porco was gone, and there is a group of bickering bandits in his place.
And
they all shot each other at the end.
Yeah,
Yes.
they sure
So,
did.
That situation is hectic and exciting. Then there is a wedding reception full of intrigue
That's right.
with
yeah.
Mon Mothma and Luthen and Clea and Vel, and Mon Mothma's daughter is now like crying
She's
that she has
sad.
to marry this guy
Because he won't even hold her hand.
Right.
That's so sad.
It is.
It is the one thing about royal life that I do not envy them having to enter these like loveless relationships. And, like,
Yeah,
their
they-
entire life is pretty much just like used for like whatever benefits.
Right,
Their
they
empire,
exist
basically.
as like a living representation of an institution that's larger than themselves. I haven't watched the whole show, but I've seen like the first season or so of Netflix's The Crown about Queen Elizabeth, and there's a lot of that in that first season about, you know, them sort of bringing her up to speed when she becomes the queen very young in her life, about how like you don't get to make choices based on how you think about things or how you feel about things really anymore. You have like some other considerations at the front of what you do in every facet of your life.
You're just a talking head for an agenda that's already in place.
Exactly. Yeah, it's such a strange thing. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, we know that the Imperial Senate in Star Wars is packed with a whole ton of people. Like that chamber is enormous, is incomprehensibly large. So it's not as though Mon Mothma's daughter is on that level of royalty, but they're aristocrats. You know?
Right,
so,
exactly.
Yeah, still sort of tracks there. And then what did we have the Imperials do? Oh yeah, they're planning their takeover of the textile planet with the spiders.
Yeah, because they need some kind
to get the mineral underneath. Yeah.
It's gonna cause the whole planet to be unstable.
And Dedra recommended to Ben Mendelsohn's commander guy that he should foment rebels that he can then clamp down on as an excuse to do what they need to do. So
yeah, interesting.
yeah, so we were sort of expecting her to be on the outs after messing up at the end of season 1, and instead she's on the ups.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that is totally different than what we had posited earlier.
Right, yeah.
This is funny that just wasn't in there at all.
well, but they mentioned, like, he said to her, most people wouldn't have survived an incident like that. So like, clearly they tapped her for some reason. They see her as valuable, so she's gonna prove herself. But we didn't see Cyril and we didn't see Cinta.
That's right.
I want to see both of them.
And that's who you're the most excited about.
Yeah,
if I remember correctly.
I like those characters a lot. So yeah, I think we should watch some more Andor. Should we dive in and see what is happening in episode 2?
Let's do it.
Okay.
We have a Patreon. You can check it out in the link below. We got full-length reactions over there. We got movie polls. You can help us decide what to watch. So you can support us over there or not. Let's watch Andor.
What is this? Dagobah?
Where it bubbles all the time like a giant carbonated soda.
Is that a Weird Al reference?
Yes, it is.
She's gotta be close. If crab was alive, we'd be here.
That water tastes terrible.
She should be searching the middle. Is that what she's doing?
So he's just like tied up and they don't even know what the heck.
Yeah.
They're dug in against their own guys.
So stupid. There's not even that many of you.
What did you do with Rita's body? What's he talking about? They can't find her either. It's a trap.
What?
They've got to be out there somewhere. They're messing with us.
Dude, this is so ridiculous. You guys.
Oh, it's
Just
just...
It's just a boot?
Oh, they said beasts, remember?
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's gonna be the beasts.
Well, whoever's left at the end of this.
I don't want the Gorman project. I've thought it through all night, and I don't want it.
Humbling, isn't it? Both of us reminded of our place in the chain.
Yeah, this guy was not a fan of this project either.
Yeah.
And what about Axis? That's where I belong.
You've invested almost 2 years. You built the legend and delivered almost nothing.
We're getting closer all the time.
So the institution still doesn't believe that Axis exists?
Yeah.
Catch them first, then make them famous.
Yeah, that's good advice. Don't tell everybody your theory until you can prove it.
Right.
Gorman will be yours to run as you wish. You'll only answer to Krennic, and he's got no time for anything but results. Gorman is a gift. Take it. Then win it.
Yeah. Use this project as an opportunity to prove that you're, like, capable after your massive failure last time.
Well, and also, just as long as you keep Gorman running smoothly, he's kind of saying the rest of your time is to do with as you wish,
right.
you know?
You should tell your boyfriend to back off the nog.
I don't know who we're talking about.
Tay Colmer, is he not your lover?
Was it the banker?
Well, maybe you've all dropped him. That would explain a great deal.
Like what?
It's always best to let them down gently, so I've been told.
Yeah, he's still got some secret that she doesn't know.
Mm-hmm.
Tay had a bit too much first night punch. Had to be taken home. He was always weak.
Yeah, what's...
I could never live that kind of life where you have to,
No.
like, read 3 layers deep into everything everyone says. Too simple of a person.
That's why we're not aristocrats.
Yeah.
It's been 10 years since the last audit. Nobody's happy. Talia thinks they'll let us slide.
We can't count on that.
Yeah, you can't just, like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cassian,
He'll be here.
Well, will he?
Isn't he hotter than the rest of you in terms of his profile?
Yeah, but I think
be careful.
it's supposed to be an in and out type situation. He's supposed to come pick her up, I assume.
I mean, yeah, he was supposed to be
Yeah.
back, and... But I'm just worried if he comes back while there's inspectors there, his presence is a
He
problem.
may have just guessed a story beat.
How many snack pods?
Wet or dry?
6 dry, 8 wet.
I'd rather be hungry than sick.
Yeah.
They've gone very quiet over there.
They're sneaking up on us.
I was just about to do that.
That's a good idea.
They must be starving.
I know the game he's trying to play here, but, like, he is not helping his case that he's not an Imperial.
If it tastes like it smells,
They're desperately hungry, and they don't know what they're gonna do.
Yeah,
you know?
dude.
Pit them against each other so they wipe each other out is your best option.
How long have they been dug in here?
Just like since last night, you know?
You may hear that
No, I mean-
how it can be true.
Oh,
Like,
those
they-
guys
they,
before. 2 days.
2 days, that's right.
Found an entry on a Varnesian input account that didn't match. 200 Kovarn charging rods. Doesn't seem like much, does
Oh,
it?
so he's like an auditor.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good work for him.
I had uncovered a cabal of corrupt purchasing agents who were stealing Imperial supplies in 4 sectors.
He's extremely competent.
There's a future here. For those who dare.
You're very intense, sir.
Well, but he moves up.
Yeah.
Once things calm down, we'll be okay.
Not if you've gone away.
But if we do, I'll come back.
Just promise you won't leave without saying goodbye.
Okay, so she is like legal to live here, but he's not.
Yeah.
Promise.
Young love is very scary in a story like this.
Yep. Almost for sure that something bad is going to happen to one of them.
Didn't the boy kicked off the whole riot at the end of season 1, didn't he? I think he like threw the first explosive.
Oh, was that
didn't
it?
he?
Was that him?
I think maybe not.
Yeah.
Hello, boys.
It's like Inglorious Bastards.
Yeah.
You take
It is just like
Can
that.
do.
Say almost intentionally so.
Where are you coming from?
We just finished 500.
You boys are working
So
fast.
he's just standing right there, but he's one of the illegal workers.
have to ask the lieutenant.
You know,
I haven't
like
met him yet.
in plain sight, hide in plain sight.
I guess, yeah.
Hi.
Just finishing up.
Just replacing the bushings.
She's jumpy around Imperials. PTSD.
Yeah, I can only imagine.
It's a simple life, isn't it?
It is.
Mechanics, though.
You gotta try to maintain a friendliness. And
Move around a bit, right?
So just like, you try to say as little as possible so he doesn't continue the
Have you been to the
conversation.
row?
Right, but you also want him to think you're not trying to make him go away.
Right.
We had a decent meal there last night. It's not that far. It's a beautiful ride over the
I
fields.
always think these types of characters are so, like,
I'm only here for
interesting.
another couple of days.
Because he's obviously insufferable.
You'd like to join
Probably doesn't, people don't like him very much, but now he's put himself in a position where people have to talk to, you know?
Exactly. He's wielding his power to try to get a woman, you know?
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
Nobody actually likes you, man.
Does he worry about you?
In what way?
Oh,
We just
jeez.
shut down all the comms.
No.
It's a policy. We freeze the zone during an audit. It's supposed to stop things sneaking away while we're doing all our counting.
It's good to know.
Darla.
I'm done.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, you just keep everything moving along as slowly as possible, I guess, is your best option. Right?
What's your
So,
counsel?
don't escalate.
Nice to meet you. See you along the way.
I wonder how many people you see smile at you like that, and you start to believe that that's like a genuine, like, warm smile.
Yeah, I don't
Or
know.
if he even cares, you know?
Yeah, it's so hard for me to get into the mind of a fascist.
Yeah.
What happens at the top, I don't remember.
We gaze at the ancestral lands, some children sing. The elder waves her hand and we'll all have been
Talking about this like it's boring? Come on, you're walking up an amazing ancient staircase.
It's only the 5 million trillionth time we've done this.
Cinta? No. Luther knows, but he won't tell me.
Oh, Cinta's on a secret mission.
Bad timing.
I'm sorry.
Well, there's work to be done.
Yeah, we have to live to do it though, don't we?
It would be tiring.
Yeah.
Wonder how many rest stations there are.
We have the pilot. They have a ship that goes nowhere without us.
We could have more food than we think.
Yeah, it's almost like you guys shouldn't be doing any of this.
Well, the ship can't take everyone, though.
Yeah.
We should be getting worried. About what? 1, 2.
Oh, what are they gonna do?
Trying to turn it around. The guns at the front. Trying to put us down the barrel.
Oh, we're gonna shoot them with the gun. All right, well, it still works.
Yeah. How much do you think How much do you think one of these ships weighs? It's gotta be so...
I'm very bad at
immovably heavy.
knowing huge weights, you know?
We're up. Let's go.
You just said 60 tons or 500 tons. I couldn't tell you which is closer.
Right,
you know?
yeah. I'm just thinking about these guys trying to do this with, like, a tiger tank. You know?
Yeah.
Like, you're not gonna be able to do it.
Whoa. Alright, well, yeah, I guess they can't worry about turning that thing if they have to worry about random volleys of blaster bolts coming at them.
It was okay.
They're, like, together.
Whatever it was.
It was quick.
I was sure if I went
I love to see that. I'm so glad he's not living with his horrible mom.
Yeah.
We could pretend that you're not back.
What?
We can't cancel again.
Oh, they have to go see his mom.
We can't.
Tomorrow then.
Aww,
Yeah,
look
that's
at
cute.
that. They're adorable little fascists.
Yeah, they're also, I mean, but their chemistry is also like...
It's super weird,
like,
yeah.
It's like water that's about to be frozen, but it's not yet.
Yeah. Something
It does seem...
is really going on with this guy.
Last time we spoke, you told me you had new business coming in. You told me you were waiting.
I think I told you I was tired of waiting.
This is sounding serious.
It wasn't then. I have concerns.
Okay.
Your financial blemishes have been smoothed over without anyone being the wiser. Everyone seems quite pleased with how they've landed. And I'm left wondering about the risk I've taken on.
So, what? He's...
You can see how I might feel undervalued.
He's blackmailing her?
Kind of seems that way. The issue with, like, this much, like...
Absolutely.
crosstalk or whatever, you know, like not saying what you really mean out loud is I as the audience am having a hard time like really getting my fingers into what is actually going on here.
But I like that this show is smart enough to have them talk the way they would, you know?
I think I'm just not smart enough for it.
He's blackmailing her. He's saying, I need money or I'm gonna spill on what we've done here, you know?
I hate having to sail this one.
Oh,
She's gonna have him killed.
to an old friend. After all you've done for me, please.
Yeah.
Secret panels. Whoa. So that's how she can communicate beyond the blockade.
That's really cool. I love the design of that machine. It was so cool. It's like an old school switchboard parts too.
The production design of this show is 10 out of 10.
Yeah, absolutely.
Was there a number?
I said I'd get into it once we'd survived the wedding.
So nothing specific.
Luthen's gonna have him killed without her saying so.
Is there any chance he'd go to Scaldon?
No, you wouldn't dare. He can't.
Yeah, she doesn't look very confident.
Can't leave this be.
I will set a meeting on Coruscant with Tay next week. We will find a number.
Yeah, no, he's not gonna be alive by then.
Yeah, you should have told Luthen that. He's gonna take matters into his own hands, of course. It's almost like that's what she wanted.
No, I don't think she did. She's just still somewhat naive.
It is my Chandrilan duty to greet you, Sagrona. To toast your health, Sagrona Teema.
Oh,
there you go.
A toast to your health is what it means. Okay.
Pain will find you. Simply stand still, and the galaxy will deliver a daily basket of fresh anxieties to your door without fail.
Great.
I mean, that's wedding toast stuff. People do say that kind of thing. You're gonna face hardship, but you have each other.
Talking about, right? My hope is that you learn to reach past this constant cloud of sadness.
Constant cloud of sadness is a little morose.
Exactly.
That's not something that everybody has.
Yeah.
For me right now, it's a smile that I can't hide as I see these two young people sharing our greatest tradition.
Neither of them look very happy.
Well, it's an arranged marriage, and they're like 14.
I know,
It's a tradition.
It's understandable,
yeah.
but... This is ridiculous, man.
What? This is night 2 now?
Yeah.
Let's go! Oi!
Jesus, man!
Watch him, eyes open.
Well, he's still their captive, I guess. I mean, they have every reason to think he's an Imperial pilot.
That's far enough.
If you're doing a negotiation, don't point the gun.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
5 hands. Roski rules.
Roski rules. Everybody hear that?
Oh, so they're just gonna compete for leadership?
Yeah. 5 hands?
Submission.
Pick your second. Round.
Oh.
Step up.
Just fist
Fighting?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is not how you start a rebellion.
Well, they're not starting a rebellion. They're just...
Now
their leader
they're
died.
Yeah.
This is called a power vacuum. We are carefully doing something.
Push the box.
They're playing rock, paper, scissors.
Oh my god.
Oh, I didn't even know that was in there.
Don't move, or I'll kill you.
1, 2, 3!
So it's like rounds of 3, and there's 4 players. Or maybe there has to be, like...
It's called Five Hands, so yeah, I have no idea how it works.
What was that?
I keep thinking it's thunder.
It's not.
Whoa! How did it get right next to them without making any sound?
Because it's jump scare.
Get away!
He's gonna get. Oh, yeah. Well, he gotta shoot that guy, I guess.
Gotta shoot that guy. Yeah, he's just gonna calmly take off now.
Is he gonna wipe them out like he did the stormtroopers? No, he's not even gonna worry about that.
He like should.
But they're technically rebels, and they're gonna die anyway.
Yeah, yeah. I guess it's like, now what? You stupid idiots. They thought they caught a rebel pilot, or
Imperial pilot.
Yeah. And now he's got it, his ship. It sucks so bad. I wonder if that's gonna come back at all.
I mean,
do those dudes come back in the story?
No, it's Andor. It's fun little vignettes like that, you know? Nice. All right, that one's over, yeah.
They're doomed.
They certainly are.
They're all gonna starve to death and get eaten by a monster.
Yeah, that was like a big... that thing wasn't dead, right? They were still in the process of dealing with giant elephant boar thing.
I don't think blaster bullets, sort of like, how many times you have to it's why elephant guns exist.
Yeah, or handguns against a rhino, it just kind of bounces off. Yeah, well, I like that about this show, that it's the little Star Wars vignettes, it doesn't try to be a 12-hour long movie that's all telling one big where every piece is part of the overarching story. It's not. It's about this character and then like the other, the larger group of characters and their progression through this period of Star Wars history,
Like, he's a guy and he's trying to do stuff and then stuff happens.
Yeah,
and it's like sort of it. It's not, it's sort of like interesting I'm going to be interested to see how it actually lands at where Rogue One put him, because it does feel like, his plot armor is thick.
Exactly, yeah, because we know that he becomes, well, not only that, but we also do know his death in Rogue One, he's killed by the Death Star, so...
Yeah.
It's, but they get the plans.
They do get the plans.
Should we, it's not really so we had more of the politics, I guess. We've got the guy blackmailing Mon Mothma, He's, Luthen is certainly going to kill him. That's what they're telling. Oh.
Sorry.
It's all good.
Yeah.
They're telegraphing that Luthen's going to kill that guy.
Yeah, I feel like Mon Mothma should know that if you tell Luthen a thing, he's like a guy who does stuff. He doesn't just hear information and go like, well, I hope you got that under control. Like, he's gonna go ahead and act on that information.
Yeah, and she also knows that he crosses lines she wouldn't cross, because she knows that he was responsible for Aldani and everything. So yeah, she maybe should have put that together, but I don't think that she made the calculation to go inform Luthen about this. I think she was rattled from having just been blackmailed by that guy. Luthen is here, and
she's like, I have to tell Luthen.
Well, not even that. I think maybe she just found herself interacting with him next, she walked past him in a hallway, and he was like, what's going on? She's like, you are not, he's somebody I can trust with a secret, so you tell him, because you're rattled, It could be that kind of thing. And, she's a high-level operator. She would maybe consider before doing something like that, but
that's what I was thinking, too. It's like, if it's hard to run a secret, rebellion if you're, spilling your own anxieties to the next person you talk to.
Yeah, but, you can't do that. That's true. But I don't know. So maybe she wanted that to happen, or she knew he'd deal with it.
But she didn't seem like it, though. She seemed like she was trying to game it out with him a little
or let him know we're gonna need to work on this, so she was sort of just filling him in. Hey, this is a new item on our agenda, not hey, handle this without me. And I think that might be what he'll do instead.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, and we found out that Cinta is on some sort of a secret mission, and she and Vel are kind of not communicating right now because of her secret mission. So
it's the thing about a secret mission.
That's exciting intrigue to hear about, though. I'm excited to see what that is. I trust that will be extremely badass.
Yeah. Oh, it has to be.
Knowing her, she is. Honestly, they do random spin-off TV shows about so many characters in Star Wars these days. Give me a Cinta and Vel TV show, and I am all there for that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they are cool people. Yeah, even it could take place before season 1 of Andor. Their earlier Rebel stuff. Yeah, that's fun.
Let's keep going backwards and backwards and backwards.
That's right. Darth Vader as a little kid.
Yeah,
we did that.
We did that already. Oh my god.
But speaking of Imperials, we have Dedra and Cyril are like a couple.
Yeah.
They're going to have dinner with his mom.
So, it's... I'm gonna be interested to see, because the writing on the show is really good and all the characters are great. I'm wondering what their chemistry ends up looking like, because we just saw a little piece of it and I almost threw up in my mouth a little bit.
I mean, yeah, they're both such, like, stiff, awkward people. The idea of them having a romantic side to them at all seems so strange, but they would fit together. I mean, they're human beings, and I think I like that the show is exploring that piece of it. Instead of, it would be easy to have a stiff character like this just be like, write them as asexual, and there's someone who doesn't think about their romantic pairings with other people anyway, and it makes no sense to them, you know? But these people aren't like that. They're just very dedicated to the institution they live within, but they're also, you know, human beings at their core. I think that that's the sort of the meaning of it, is that they're regular people who have just been so molded by their surroundings.
Yeah, like that's, you know, that might just be a perfectly normal way to interact, like, romantically in their, like, head, you know? It's like, the fire can't fizzle out if it was never lit in the first place.
Exactly, you know? Right. They, you know, maybe just have conversations that are like, boy, we have a lot of the same priorities and worldview. It would benefit both of us to work together and, you know, like, combine our efforts. And, you know, like, hey, we can each do half of the household maintenance thinking and stuff, like, you know, it's that kind of, and it's a, you know, sort of a business relationship.
Extremely utilitarian.
Yeah,
which is
maybe. But
fine.
Right,
Good.
or it
That's
could be more intimate than that. We don't really know. I mean, Dedra had her hair down at home there. We'd never seen that before, so sort of a different side of them, maybe, but yeah.
Your hair looks very good down. Thank you so much for the compliment. Like, it's like that.
But hey, I mean, at least he's not with his mom, you know? You'd think that, like, he would value living with her so much because he's not alone and he's not with his horrible mother, who he clearly still wants to avoid seeing.
Yeah. So. I honestly think that, like, their relationship, like, is gonna be an interesting piece of this for me. I'm gonna have fun psychoanalyzing their whole situation.
I like those characters a lot. It's cool that they managed to make Imperials that you're interested in as people.
Yeah,
you know?
It's like people, and I feel like fans would ship them. You know, it's like, what if they got together?
Right.
And then the writers were just like,
what if they did?
We'll show you exactly what this
It'd be weird. Here it is. Yeah. Well, that's cool. I think that does it for episode 2 of Andor.
I think so too. We got one more episode in this little arc, right?
Yes, in this first trio of episodes back. So yeah.
Well, thanks so much for watching with us, everybody. I'm Nate.
I'm Sean.
And this is Ketchup Packets.
It's Ketchup Packets.